Good morning, YouTube. I got a pile of boxes. I got a bucket of tools. I got more boxes. And I got a furnace. Stay tuned. I'll show you what's going on. Okay. What I've got here is a Payne PG9. And it's unfortunately a common problem with the Payne Carrier Bryant series of furnaces, that they have a secondary heat exchanger that plugs up. Fortunately, this one's under warranty, and so all the parts, here's all the primaries, front cell panel, and this is the secondary heat exchanger, and we're going to pull all this out and we're going to put all that in. Would love to do that old snap, but that would make for a very short video. So first thing we got to do, we got to get all this junk out of here. This is the induced draft fan, pressure switch, gas valve, burner compartment. We got all that's got to come off. Condensate, drain, is all got to come out. So let's get started. Obviously, first things first, gas turned off, and we'll get the gas part of this out of here. And to get this out, a lot of times it's just easier to pull all this out of the burner compartment. So we can go ahead and undo the wires, and we'll undo the hoses for the pressure switch. That can all go with the gas valve. Okay. So you can see all the soot build up in there, the black, and that's from that secondary being plugged up and the flames coming back at it. And so we'll get this is where we get the little trick. You got to get this burner box off of here. This is the intake, this is the exhaust. So we get the intake. Sometimes we can bend them far enough. I don't know, we'll see. We'll just keep moving one step at a time. Okay, we were lucky enough we were able to get them out of here without having to cut them off. That's a good thing, because sometimes you don't have the couplers to put them back together. I always forget stuff like that. Okay. We can take this intake box off. There we go. Flame sensor. Igniter. Oh yeah. Okay, a couple of screws and a little bit of work, and we got the electrical part out of there. I'm going to continue on with the burner box. One of the fun parts about the burner box is we have to take off these screws, and we'll have to bend this top panel up so we can get to the screws back behind there. Not usually a terrible deal, but it takes a second. Look at all that soot and buildup in there. Holy moly. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. These little bags hold the key to everything. All those little screws are just the most helpful things. So you don't have to necessarily watch every little screw you pull out, but that we need. That goes to the bottom of that guy. Just the coupling box. That guy. That's that guy. More quality. I mean, look at that. Does that look straight at all? For heaven's sakes. This is awful. Fun ways to skirt around getting these guys together. What they've done is they punch these little holes in here, and they've got to match the holes in the primary. And you got to suck that insulation up in the right spot. So it's a little bit of a tough balance between getting that lined up and getting the right screw holes and things. And that's one of the things I struggled with most the first time I did this, but I got it down a little bit. We'll see. You know, it shouldn't take long here. I can take a small screwdriver like this and poke through and find where I'm at. This first one's always a little rough, trying to balance everything. That's it. All right, that's the guy. Okay. When they go down in the hole, you got to get them out of there. There he is. Okay, and if you haven't screwed things up too much, you should be able to move on to the next ones. Oh, I think I got that one right off the bat. Yes, I did. When they start real easy like that, you know you got the right hole. If they don't start right away like that, then you know you missed that hole. They didn't quite get this insulation square on there, so we're having to tweak that a little bit. Okay, let's get the last primary here. I had to dig that one out. Oh, there it is, way down there. Way down there. The first few times I did this, I struggled with paying attention to some of the things that it says, but it's pretty clear. Install or remove screws before installation, meaning this one and this one, because those go through the face here. This one's cut out bigger so that you can leave that one there. Of course, me a couple of times didn't take those out, and I get it all the way put back together, and I got to take it all back apart to take these 4 screws out to get it on the right side of that face. Pretty stupid mistake to make. You do it once, you'd think you'd learn, but no, I've done it a few times. So this time we're going to remember to do it. And his face will fit through the hole. This lip fits under this guy. Unfortunately, they give you some nice little rubber pieces. I usually have a lot of trouble getting those together, and you gotta try not to stretch these guys out. So I try to match one hole, one hole, one hole, like this. And then I can set him underneath here. Maybe he's not lining up so well. So let's get this secondary out of here, and we'll get these guys in first, and then we can set that secondary in there. I forgot to turn you guys back on. Okay, so managed to retrieve the screw and putting the baffle plate in. Then I can go ahead and put the cover back on, which was okay because I wanted that stuff just to stiffen up a hair. Which way's the top? There's the top. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that's all right. We got more. Get in the furnace. Get in the furnace. It ain't listening. I like to just put a little dab of that on there. It helps hold this guy in place. If I'm seeing red, I know I'm somewhere near the screw holes. Right? Okay, so before we get this tube buried in here, let's check the igniter, see where it ohms out at, and make sure we don't have to change it before we got everything in there. And I will take 71.4 ohms all day long. So you remember in the beginning I was showing you how that front plate was bowed, and this is where it comes in to play. See, this is puckered out. This is towards me, and that's got a mate up on this surface right here. And with these pushed out, this doesn't mate up in here so well. So I've got to push those back in again. And that's a real bite in the butt when you got it all together like this. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, and these guys, let's see where we're going to shove that ground. We got to put that ground somewhere. With that, oh, we better plug these guys back in. Let's get this. Oh, let's turn the gas on. That'd be a great idea. Okay, well, back together, all running and doing fine. So we'll be moving on to the next one. Hope you like this. You know, these are somewhat different. Most of the other heat exchangers I wind up doing, they come in one piece. And Bryant Carrier Payne are the only ones that leave it to you to put it all together. So they take a little longer. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. If you did, you know what to do. And we'll see you later. I hope my wife doesn't catch me doing this.